Hi guys, good morning. Welcome to my channel. I am glad you're here, you're watching this. Kindly subscribe if you haven't subscribed and kindly click the notifications button below if you haven't, so that every time there's new content or there's a new video, you can get it on time. So today you guys, I want to speak to us about our core values, who we are on the inside or who we believe we are. What do you believe you are? Because sometimes uh, we are affected by how people react to us, what people call us. Maybe you've been called names in your childhood, in your like school, what they called you names. And many times we tend to believe what people call us, what people label us, and we forget to believe who we truly are. Because I believe everyone they have core values, they have something that makes them up. And I believe it is good because we are one with God. I don't want to make it all spiritual and religious, but like we are one with nature. We are good. Uh we are kind. I want to believe so, because if you believe so, then you be it. So I want to remind us, who do we believe we are? Like, what have people told you time and time again, and you've started believing that that's who you truly are? So many times we forget our core values, who we are on the inside. Maybe you're a kind person, you're a hardworking person, but maybe you've done something once and it doesn't depict that, and people have called you names, and they're like, they've called you rude, they've called you, but deep down inside, you're kind, you're gentle, you're humble, but people have called you names, maybe depending on that one event. So many times we change like that. Something happens all of a sudden and people call you names, and you start believing that that's who you really are. And then your life changes. You start behaving like, whatever you believe, your behavior is going to depict, from that you believe that you are. So today I want to remind us, who are we truly? Like, as in, what do you believe you are? Because what you believe you are is going to show up on everyday basis. Do you believe that you're a quitter? Do you believe that you're inconsistent? Do you believe that you're not hardworking, that you're lazy? Because people are going to call you names, they are going to label you depending on the situation, depending on the circumstances, because they don't know who you truly are. So it is time that you wake up and know who you truly are, who you are, minus friends, family, because sometimes we want to show off part of us that we want people to like, and then it comes off in a negative way. So it's time we go back to the drawing line, to the beginning, who we are truly. Who are you truly? What you believe you are. As in, like, I've known myself to be hardworking, to be kind, to be happy. I'm a happy person. But not every day you're going to be happy. There's something that is going to come and piss you off. And maybe someone is going to see that side of you and then say you're like an angry bitch. I can say it that way. And then you start believing that. And that's what you're going to believe, and that's what the behavior is going to be. You're going to be picking up those vibes of what maybe they've called you in a certain situation, and that's not who you truly are. So I want to call us out today to know who we truly are. Like, let us remind ourselves every single morning. It is very important, because what you do during the day is going to be picked from who you believe you are. If you wake up and you remind yourself you're hardworking, you're smart, you're courageous, those things that are good and they bring value to our lives. And I know that's who we truly are. We are human beings. We are loved by nature. We are kind by nature. We look out for each other by nature. We live in communities by nature. We help each other. We come through for each other by nature. But many times you've been labeled selfish, and then you start acting like a selfish person. Many times we are labeled like you're rude, depending on a circumstance that you have had, maybe a small experience that you have had with your friends, and with time you tend to believe it. Like, you start believing that you're rude, you're not kind, you're always, hey, you're shabby, as in, like, you start believing that people are saying about you. It is time that we remind ourselves who we are truly on the inside, who we spiritually are, because I believe that we are one with nature, we are one with God, you can say it that way. And we are creators, we are, we look out for each other, we are smart, we are human beings, and we are survivors. We survive in every situation. So this time, if maybe you've got sick and you're got down, and maybe that devil is reminding you that, you're weak, you're not strong, you're poor, you're what, it is time that we believe who we truly are. What? Because nature, according to nature, we are so abundant. We are creators. We expand. As human beings, when we are born, we are supposed to grow. So our core value is growth. We are supposed to expand, to grow in all circumstances. And if people have been telling you otherwise, it is time to go back and know who you truly are. You're a human being. By nature, you are so like, you're creative. Like, we are meant to multiply. That's why we don't grow backwards. We don't, we are born as little children, and by nature we are supposed to grow, and grow physically, emotionally, spiritually. We are supposed to grow. We are meant to grow. We are meant to multiply. So don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And I know that economy will say otherwise, like, things that are happening, and you start finding yourself decreasing yourself, going backwards. But today we want to refuse that spirit of backwardness. So I'm here to remind you that always know who you truly are. You're kind, you're hardworking, you're principled, you're consistent. If you remind yourself these things every morning, then you're going to show up as your best self. So don't forget, you're truly great, and you're meant to be great. You're meant to multiply. You're meant to, you're meant to feel the nations. You're meant to feel this world. So don't forget that. Remind yourself, and your truly self will start showing up in ways that you even didn't think were possible. Thank you for being on my channel. Kindly subscribe and hit the notifications button below. Don't forget to share this video as well. God bless you. See you the next time.